Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Live from Manhattan, Federal Building.
Yeah.
That he's making us move down. Been
That's all right.
seeing you
Watch yourself.
down here. Been seeing you down here every day.
Yep.
Are you a 26th floor observer?
I am. I am.
How many days you been here?
This is my third business week being here. My third business week.
Where you from?
I'm from Texas,
What part?
Houston.
Shout out to Houston.
Woo!
Give them your social media.
All right. So I'm Queen Shiba on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and that's Queen Shiba with an I. Shiba.
QUEENSHIBA.
Yep. Queen
On
Shiba
YouTube and
darling.
Instagram.
Yeah. Queen Shiba darling.
Queen Shiba.
Yes.
What was your take on Puffy 3 months ago versus what your take is today?
Nail him to the cross 3 months ago. Hang him out to dry. How dare you? This is crazy. This is wild. This is dark. This is unheard of 3 months ago versus today. It's one thing to be seated at home and having to read narratives by media that get to control what they want to put out, what they leave out, and being compared to being in the courtroom and hearing everything and being able to make an informed opinion and actually think for yourself, because it's a level playing field when you walk into that courthouse. No phones, no technology, just pen and pad. And once you get the gist of the testimony where everybody has to tell the truth and there's evidence to support consent, blew me away. I was shocked.
Blew you away how, Queen Shiba?
Initially, I thought those women were drugged and beat and I don't mean physically, mentally, and forced to have those engagements. But the evidence said otherwise, and I was completely shocked as a woman that we could be easily misled sometimes.
Do you think the women were, particularly Cassie and Jane Doe, were willing participants?
Let me say this. I think it's important for people to remember Cassie's story is Cassie's story, Jane Doe's story is Jane Doe's story.
Okay.
Jane Doe, absolutely industry girl, gets paid to do this way before she met Diddy. This is the way she supports her lifestyle. That's fact, right? Based on everything that we've seen, we've heard, participating in freak-offs in Las Vegas without Diddy, with other rappers.
And the dude, Antoine, was already there.
Yes.
And suggested that she could call Cabral and let him and fly him in
And she received a wire payment of $9,000.
prior to going.
Yes, so that establishes that this is a lifestyle for a lot of these people. Unfortunately, with Cassie, I'm very sorry about the physical altercation in the Intercontinental Hotel. But according to Cassie's testimony, not what I think, Cassie did admit under oath that she enjoyed the freak-offs.
And set some of them up.
Yes, yesterday's evidence that was entered into the courtroom by the special agent that works for the U.S. Attorney's Office, Cassie did take the lead on setting up the freak-offs.
Shiba, the 17th floor balcony story.
Child by. Unbelievable. She couldn't corroborate her own testimony. She didn't recall. She didn't remember. And not only that, we're talking facts, not feelings, not emotion. The metadata could not support her claims. Diddy, based on her metadata of when she said that it happened, Diddy was actually in New York.
And it was supposedly had happened in Los Angeles at Cassie's apartment on a balcony.
26th.
Right.
Both Cassie and Diddy were on tour with the Bad Boy reunion.
And we're over here at Macy's doing a signing. So that story didn't even exist.
No, unfortunately. And also, if I have to be honest, Banna, the story of the balcony, also admitted under oath that she lied about being sexually violated by Diddy.
Shiva, juror number 6.
That's sad. That's sad. What you want, like?
This late in the game, 6 weeks in, and you dismiss him.
Well, I think we have to keep in mind everybody's goal here is to win. When you think about the prosecution, the defense, expert witnesses, even those that received immunity, would you be willing to do whatever you need to do, even 6 weeks in, to win? Yeah, so of course I'm going to knock a juror out and replace him with a white man. Absolutely, I'm here to win.
What's your feeling about Puff today as opposed to, you said, nail him to the cross 4 months ago? What about today?
So I to have any feelings towards him and or Jane Doe or the women. I look at the law, I look at the evidence, and I take in who's on the stand. And therefore, it keeps me doing ping pong back and forth, right? Who's credible today? Who lied yesterday? How do we bring it all together? And if we were to think, our job is, we are challenged to think like we are the jury. Yesterday was the first day that the government showed up and actually had solid proof. And the way they did it was so sophisticated. Because if you don't believe Jane Doe, if you don't believe Vanna, if you don't believe Cassie, they pull receipts from 16 years ago before any of these women entered the picture, and they took it all the way back to 2009. Job well done.
Okay. Is what you think? Has the RICO been proved?
Yes. From a federal definition. I think a lot of you are looking at the state aspect, but you really got to get into the deep federal definitions. They don't need a lot. They just need a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Queen Shiba, thank you for giving me the interview, man. All the best to you. Queen Shiba on YouTube.
Yep. Instagram and TikTok.
And that's
And Twitter.
QUEENSHIBA.
Queen Shiba, darling. Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Queen Shiba.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.